Are you ready to see how we do this? Let's go. All right, so here we got all the boxes. And then they dump the boxes in the box dumper, and then they put them in a bag. The end. Here is all the onions that we have left for the season. I'll have to find out the numbers for sure from Jake, how many we've ran so far this season, but we're basically done. We have about, I think, 4 days left. So these are the onions that we have left. These are our onions. They're all tagged. This is probably in for another time, but they all have a tag system. So each grower knows where their onions are, how many boxes they have left to run. So we got Adam back here on the boxes. He will come and get the boxes and take them up to the box dumper and bring back the empty boxes. Adam keeps track of the boxes that we run every day, gives them to Jake. Jake double checks them so that we don't miss anything. You know, human error. Hope you can hear me okay. This back here is the even flow. Pause for just a second. Why are you doing that face?
Pause?
Yeah, we are stopping the video.
I thought this is go.
No, we're stopping the video to explain one thing, okay? I'm cutting Jake's hair, and I had him watch the video before I posted it, and he's pointing out some really important things. First, and the only thing that he told me about. Okay, the even flow is not what I said it was. That is the trimmer. The even flow is the doohickey that takes the onions to the hair cutty of the onion.
4 years. 5. Still, to this day. Education.
I only have so much room in my brain for facts.
This says a lot.
So, okay, back to regular programming. Thanks, Jake. Will you be back?
Probably.
That's where the onions are going to go up and get topped again. There's an air system in there. The air pulls up the onion tops and the blade will chop it. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not how it works either.
I don't know where you've been, but...
So it only does that in an onion topper, pulls the air up, and then gives it a haircut?
In the field.
In the field. Okay, so the now trimmer, whatever. It's an even flow. No. How does it do it? Great, you said something about grates. Come on! What? We're telling them how it works. Don't take my word for anything. This is why I have Jake proofread my homework. Okay. Great.
We should have proofread this when you were filming.
I know, but now we're 4 months later and 4 months later. It doesn't matter. We're done running onions. We can't go back. We can't go back.
Oh, we could have fixed it and you would have looked like a genius.
Yeah, but listen. I'm okay looking like a jackass sometimes. What does the trimmer do? How does it trim the onions?
It cuts the tops off.
Okay, well, folks, there you got it. You don't want to, it goes across some grates, something else happens, and then it gets a haircut. So, good talk. You might be at home being like, what a jackwagon. It blows, not pulls. It pulls, not blow. What was what else did you comment about the onion? What did I say? I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong and correct myself and to admit that I don't know everything and that it's not perfect. That's why Jesus is the only one that loves me. What?
You would think that you would know.
I know.
What we do on a yearly basis.
We've been doing onions
20.
as long as I've been around.
Years.
Jake's grew up around onions and doing onions and growing onions and everything, harvesting the onions. We've been married.
Do you need to do the math? We got married in 04. 2022.
16 years ago. 17, 18. We've been married 18 years.
And I let you do the books.
And we've been married 18 years and I'm still, we've had our own onion shed. How long have you guys owned the onion shed? 4 or 5 years now? Anyways, I'm not perfect. Have I already said that? That's why Jake loves me. He's leaving me. What the hell? Where are you going? We're not done in here. Okay, back to regular programming. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This guy, his top is too long, so that blade will cut it shorter and trim it up. And this tube is also in an air system, and it will pull out a lot of the dust out of here. It makes a big difference. This guy, that's a trash belt. So that's pulling all the trash out from the even flow onto this belt. And then we got this trash belt here, and that comes from the sorting line. Any of the bad onions will go up into a truck, and they feed it to the sheep. They take it to the sheep, and it gets fed to the sheep. I'll show you what I'm talking about. There is the belt that takes it up into that bloomajigger, into the dump trailer, and then Eric hauls them off to the sheep. I've just locked myself out. Son of a... I doubt Adam can hear me. All right, we're getting some exercise in. Okay, I'm back. Let's try that again. So I'm going to come up and show you where they come through after the even flow onto the sorting table, through the sizer. Each size has its own line, its own belt. Awkward it is to talk in front of people into my phone. Oh. So here's the sizer. All those rollers in there are spaced so that each line, the size drops through. Here have our medium. This will be a jumbo. And then another jumbo. We got colossals. And we got supers. So here is the end product. They are stacked 45 high. We got mediums, jumbos, colossals, jumbo number 2s, and super colossals. And then we also have these tote bags over here, bulk bags. They go to processors. That you'll find them in like your salads, your soups, canned soups, stuff like that. So each pallet has a tag on it, and it tells us everything we need to know: where the onions came from, which field it came from, who the grower is. We can trace it back to the seed with our traceback program. So yeah, I think I'll save all that info for another day. Another thing I wanted to talk to you and tell you about is, can you hear those fans? So I'll walk down this aisle of boxes. You can see them. So those fans are on the other side of that wall. You can see the holes. There's holes that match the bottom of the boxes, and it pushes the air through the boxes and cures down the onions when we harvest them and bring them in. And then the fans keep them, we can keep the temperature in the building the right temperature for the onions so that they don't, what's the word, expire. They store better. There we go. It's pretty cold back here. We keep it at like 40 degrees. Jake and Eric have it on their app. Oh my gosh, there's an app for that. They have an app that they can monitor. They can turn the fans on. They can open all the doors, the vents, turn the propane burners on, stuff like that. They haven't had the propane on though for a while, for a few months. But that's it. That's all, folks. I hope I earned a subscription for you to subscribe. I hope I earned your... Please like and subscribe. I hope I earned that. Have a good night. It's about 3 months later, 2 months later, and I'm just editing this video. I say a lot. I think I took out like 8 or 10 of them. Here's a few with some bloopers. I hope you're having an awesome day. Here we go. Okay. That was lame. Oh.